parents, and Tony's his mentor. Very excited to work with him. I'm also his barber. Very funny guy. He's always in Mohegan Sun, up and down the coastline like an Amazon delivery guy. Let's bring to the stage right now, Mr. Pat McLoud, everybody.
It's actually my birthday today. I just turned 75. I'm just kidding. Actually, my birthday's in March, but I had to state the obvious. I look really young. I'm 37 years old. And looking young, it is difficult for me, especially when I go out to restaurants with my wife. Because when the waiter comes over, the waiter always asks my wife if she wants a drink, and if I want a box of crayons. But looking young does have its advantages. For instance, do you know if I'm ever being chased by the cops, I can sneak into any high school and just blend in? Matt mentioned going down to Mohegan Sun. I was driving through Connecticut, to go to a show, and I saw a sign at a funeral home that said, "Basic cremation." And I thought about this for a second. As opposed to what? A deluxe cremation? Can you imagine that phone call? Yeah, hi, Bob. Yeah, we added some sparkly glitter to your wife. You can come pick her up this afternoon. We got her looking like a disco ball. And actually, my friend Curtis actually moving above a funeral home up in Everett with his girlfriend. You should see this place. His dining room alone is as big as Giggles. And I'm like, Curtis, how much you paying for this? He said, get this, McLeod. $500 a month. I get heat, hot water, and embalming all included. I said, well, how do you get such a great deal on the heat? He said, well, we live above the crematorium. I said, true story. I also collect those prayer service cards they give you at Wix, right? What do you do with them? You can't just throw them away, right? That's rude. So about once a week, I get together with my friends, Greg, Tony, and Matt. We all play Go Fish. Have some cigars. So it's like, hey, Tony, do you have one heart attack? Go fish. Do you have one death under a suspicious circumstance? As a matter of fact, I do. That's what we do. And if I'm really need the cash really bad, I get my prayer service cards. I go to a sports car shop to get them appraised. What do you mean, Mrs. Humberg? You can't give me $5 for her. When I left her body was still in mint condition. Thank you. I got a lot to tell you. I know it was 5 minutes, but I was watching Titanic. This could go anywhere. And remember when the Titanic hit the iceberg and all the passengers were running and screaming for their lives? Well, the musicians continued to play while the ship was plunging into the ocean. But this is what I want to know, Route 1, Giggles southbound. Was there a house comic on board the Titanic when it was going down? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, where are you staying? First class? You're shitting me. Your wife looks like she's from third, I'll tell you this. Did you guys try the salad dinner before the show tonight? Boy, I hear that iceberg was to die for. Too soon? I know you're out there. I can hear you screaming. These are the jokes, passengers. These are the jokes. Tough crowd. I got to get to a lifeboat. I'm glad it's my last show. Get me out of here. Get out of my way, kid. That was my impression of a Vaudevillian comedian throwing a child into the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know where you can go with that. I just did my career's been skyrocketing. I just did 2 nursing home gigs back to back. Things are looking pretty good, so thank you for one. I had that old person commentary going on. I had an old person. I had say, lean into her 80-year-old friend and say, while I'm on stage, well, he's trying. How do you come back from that? That's the worst thing I've ever had in my life. I've had a lot of interesting jobs to keep myself going as a comedian. I currently work at Soldier Hospital as an orderly. Sometimes patients will ask me questions and I have to politely answer them. Like just the other day, I'm wheeling this sweet little old lady into pre-op and she says to me, "Is this my last ride?" I said, "Probably." Curtis is taking care of your ass. You're out of here. That was a callback. From the funeral home stuff. But I'm married. I got married in Vegas. And I will say, having sex with my wife is like ordering something from Amazon Prime. It only takes 2 days to get, and after I'll get a review.